Hey kings, queens, and in-betweens, this is Connie Taylor. Welcome or welcome back to ConnieTaylor.co, where I review books, share experiences, and give advice. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get right into this book review. It's a book review. Today, on this lovely day, I'm going to be reviewing a book of poetry and letters and story pieces titled Back to Kukrantumi by Akosua N. Just off, if we judging books by its cover, I'm Harlem girl through and through, and I'm loving the 7th Ave, Lenox Ave, and then the Ghanaian flag right on the cover. So yeah, let's get into it. Back to Kukrantumi by Akosua N. And it was a dope read. I enjoyed reading it. I'm gonna get into some things that stood out to me in a bit, but overall it's a collection of poems, and it takes you on like a journey as you read through different experiences of the author Akosua as she navigates life, pretty much. And in her pursuit, she comes to terms with, she faces different obstacles, she expresses how she feels about her family and her upbringing, and even her different feelings in certain moments in her life that kind of take you on this whole journey to kind of get closer to who she is. So if you don't know who she is, I feel like you will definitely walk away with a better understanding of who the author is. So that's one thing that I really enjoyed about the book. If I had to choose my favorite piece of the entire book, it would have to be the Little Kim piece. Let me check and see exactly what the name of it is. Dear Little Kim. And the reason why is because I honestly thought I was the only person. I mean, well, I didn't think I was the only person, but it was refreshing to me to hear a different perspective or someone else say what I was thinking, if that makes sense. So for those of you, whoever's been under a rock, Little Kim started off as one thing and ended up as another. And that transition was hard for me to witness. It always brought to my mind, it gave me a lot of self-hate vibes. Now, I don't know if that's the case for Little Kim, but now, even to this day, I see her and I'm just like, you were beautiful, queen. What happened? So that's the piece in Back to Kukrantumi that stood out the most for me. I appreciate Akosua for even writing it, honestly, because it was definitely relatable, and I definitely feel her. I feel the same way about, or similarly to, that strife of watching Little Kim's transition. So I kind of want to give a synopsis of Back to Kukrantumi, apart from just saying that it's a collection of poetry and letters and pieces. I think I already explained prior to that each one kind of takes you on a ride. Like the different pieces come together and just mesh poetically into a overall great piece. And I don't want to give too much of it away, but I feel as though anyone growing up as a young woman can relate to a lot of the passages in the book. It's a lot of self-exploration. Some of the pieces, you know, like definitely empower by bringing things that some might be insecure about and just like tackling it head on. I did enjoy that a lot, and it was prevalent in this book, even down to the love that is growing inside of her for herself, for the people that she loves, is loving, and is still learning to, you know, bud and blossom into deeper relationships. So yeah, if I had to say so, I definitely enjoyed the book as a whole. All in all, this has been a very fluent read, but the thing that stood out to me the most was the fact that the book was split up into 3 parts. Those 3 parts being: 1, love finds its way back home; 2, the moon shines over Kukuramtumi; and 3, death whispers and says, I have come to collect. So that's one thing that I would love to kind of get a deeper understanding on. If I could ask Akosua, the author, one question, that's one thing I'd love to ask, which would be the thought process on that, and what was the behind the scenes thought process on categorizing each piece under the 3 parts. So let me know if you've read Back to Kukrantumi by Akosua N, how you felt about it. If you are interested in checking it out, the link will be in the description on how to purchase it directly from either Amazon or her website. And I would love to chat about anyone else's thoughts on what they've read. So I will see you in the next video.